Okay, so I was looking for something and it took me way too long. I was looking for something for so long and that's why it took me a very long time. Let me just restart quick. So GD's gonna reopen. Okay, here. Um okay. That took a very long time, but now first attempt. I can already tell that I'm not gonna be consistent today. So I'm just gonna stream for longer than I normally do. Because I want to practice a lot. I think I need to, like, warm up with this. I actually want to get back to Bloodbath. Because at this point, my last stream was 4 days ago, and then my next stream was a week ago. Wait, no, 5 days ago, so I haven't streamed in a week. I stream like 1 to 2 times a week now. Or like once a week. The easiest part of the level is the second half, so I should be able to do this. 53. Normally I'm consistent with 53, so if I'm not consistent to this, I just need to play more. Because I'm not really improving, I'm just getting worse. Okay, 53 to 85 for the 14th time. That's a good start. I am at the allergist and I just saw Luke. Luke, what do you mean? Who's Luke? Like, I want today to be a day full of bloodbaths. Like, just... I don't want to play the other levels that much. I will be playing other levels because it gets boring and I need to, like, take a break. Finally. Oh my god. How is that even possible? Why? Why did I have to... Okay. Wow. Looks like I am consistent at it. I just want to get to 100. That would be much better than dying to the... Like... Why would I do that? That's like beating Bloodbath and dying to the last triple spike. Why? And that's the second time I've died there, by the way. I died at 95, then 96. I don't get it. Okay. I'm gonna keep playing 53% until I do it. Like, I just want to get 53 to 100. It's so much better than saying 53% to 96. I don't want to say that. 53 to 100 is just better. $53 to 100. Then I'll do 48 to 100 maybe, or 40 to 100. Then I'll have the level in 2 runs. And that would be so much greater. I could play from, like, Michigan and get really lucky. Or I could play from 35 and get pretty lucky. Okay, 53 to 85 again. I'm not gonna stop doing this until I get 53 to 100. Or I'll go back a little to like 47 or something. So I can maybe get lucky with that. Like, I want to get this run. Okay, I'm gonna go back one thing. And it got a lot harder since this part is as hard as Michigan. And it's a bad start. Pause placement, so I'm gonna go right here. Honestly, I care more about 53 to 100 than a new best. Actually, I think I changed it. The new best would be better. But 53 to 100 is definitely up there, because I'm, like, so close. I know that at some point I'm gonna die to, like, 95 from 0. It's bound to happen. Like, I just know it will. Like, yeah, I could get lucky, like, with that. Like, I could randomly get 45 to 100. That gives me another 8%. That 8% being as hard as Michigan. So it's not really worth it. Yeah, as expected. I could just play from 40, because if I play from here, I'll be able to have level in 2 runs. Wait, why did I even die to where? Why did I even die to 42? And I also died to 41 and 39. Like, why did I die here? I could have at least died during the hard part, which is right here. But then I had to die there again, 1% behind. That's also annoying because 42 times 2 is easier to write. Or type. Like, right now, I could just get really lucky. Yeah. Okay. If I got past that straight fly, then I could have easily got to, like, 95. But seriously, 40 to 100 would be so great. Like, I could just get really lucky. $40 to 85. Actually, that's really good. I don't care. Like, that's not bad. It's 40 to 85 is 45% of the level. Oh wait, did I add 84? Or 85? Or 86? I think it was 85 or 84. I guess that just rounds to 85. Like, next time I get to 42%, I am very capable of fluking to 85 from 42. Okay, maybe 4,800. Makes me a lot more nervous at, like, 7... it makes me a lot more nervous at, like, 70% compared to 53. When I'm going from 53, 70% isn't scary at all. When I'm going for 40, 70% is kind of scary. I don't like that the beginning is the hardest part of the level, the middle is the easiest, and then it gets hard at the end again. Like, it's evil to put a part that hard at the end of this. In my opinion, in an extreme demon, the hardest part should be like 60, and then the easiest part should be like 90 to 100. The easiest part needs to be the end, because of nerves. Especially when people think they're funny adding like one last jump at the end. Like just adding a random triple spike at the end, like 8-0, or this level. Like if I was making a level, there's nothing at the end. Like the level just ends. There's no last jump. That's like a joke. Unless it's like so simple, like a one spike jump, but it just like appears with a alpha trigger. Like that's one spike. That's fine. But I'm not doing like a hard jump at the end. Like it's just annoying. I think the beginning and the end should be easy, but not so easy that it's unbalanced, because you don't like that. Like, you don't want the beginning and ends to be, like, top 1,000, and then the middle is, like, top 50. Because many levels do that. Especially Circles levels. The beginning is, like, a medium demon, specifically something like Sonic Wave, or, I don't know. But the first 30% is like a hard demon, and then after that, the rest of it is just extreme. What is Michigan's part? Michigan's part has to be like top 100, or no, 500, I know. Michigan's part is not harder than Zodiac. TMN versus Michigan. We're going back from 53. Actually, we could try 48. It's just a bad start pass placement. But 48 200 something, I'd be fine with it. Well, now I'm just as good at 53 as I was before. I don't know about 0, though. I want to get this run in first, because then once I get this in, I won't have to worry about it. I'll just play from 0. $53 to $85. It's just annoying. I'm so tired of it. Okay, we don't need Bloodlust. We don't need that either. I guess Bloodbath mini wave up here. Then Bloodbath start pause. Bloodbath start pause will always be on the top until I beat it. Playing from 0 is like 10 times more boring than playing from 53, though. Apparently, Michigan's the hardest part of, like, Artificial Ascent, too. I don't know about Yatagarasu. Michigan levels that he created himself are just the temple levels. I don't really like them. they're all the same. And like no disrespect to Michigan. Like, I just don't like it. Gameplay, specifically the gameplay. I don't care about the music or the decoration or whatever. Specifically Michigan's gameplay. That's what needs work. Even if Michigan had the exact same cart, it should at least be placed like 50%, not this early. I don't want a level to be beginning carried or end carried. Middle carried is okay. Or if it's just the same difficulty the whole time, that's even better. But when it comes to mega collabs, it's not going to be the same difficulty the whole time. But if it's made by one person, then it does have the capability to be the same difficulty. If I was playing Bloodbath like 13 years ago, and I had 42%, I'd be like one of the best players. So at one point, I would have been considered one of the best players. Since playing from zero is so boring, and it's been 30 minutes, I think it's time for our first break. What am I gonna do, though? Honestly, Future Funk is really easy. Like, I could definitely beat it just for fun, but like, I don't really want to commit to something like that. Why is this mirrored? How about that's what I mean. What's this? Oh, this is an asymmetrical duel. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of just spamming it. For the jumps that I don't know, I'm just spamming. Okay, so you click 3 times right before the one. That's useful. I don't really know how to do this. What? What about this? Yeah, I see how this level is a remake of Clutter Fun. What about 4? Wait, what? Why can't I just go through that? I've heard people say this part is hard. It doesn't seem very hard. Because apparently Future Funk is just like 4 minutes of easy demon difficulty gameplay. So if your hardest is 9 circles, let's say, and you're going for this, why would it be hard for you? I mean, I understand the asymmetrical duel, because you actually have to learn them. If your hardest is Shiver and you're going for this, then I understand. Or like Deadlocked, or Close. What am I supposed to do? Let's see if it's an early click. It definitely is, because I've been clicking late this whole time. Earlier. I'm gonna hold. I forgot about the holding part. Okay, let me actually try this. Why do I just go through it? This gameplay is kind of annoying. Oh, so I don't touch that block at all, okay? No. Okay. That's easy. Okay, there's like no fakes in this level, so I thought I could spam. Besides in the spider. Oh, never mind, we are supposed to go on those. That would just make it harder for me if I didn't go on it. I keep trying to click early, but then I just like forget to. Like I'm thinking about clicking early, but I just don't do it. I don't get it. Let's... I can already do this, that doesn't matter. I can do that too. I wanna learn this. What am I supposed to do there, though? Or do I go underneath? Probably. Wait, I actually don't know how to do that part. Because one time I got past it by jumping on the edge of the spike, but I don't think Feature Funk would throw in a random near frame perfect, so I need to know how to do it. Which is why I'm gonna find out. Is it mirrored? Yeah, okay. What? Okay, the start pause jumps from 7 to 20%. That's random. Guess I have to go from here to see what this, because I'm not making my own. I'll only make my own if it's an extreme doom. What do you do? Okay, I'm gonna place 1 start pause. Then this level might be deleted. This is where the start pause needs to be. That's all I want. One there. There. Like, this is what I thought you were supposed to do. %, if I just get past that. What do you do, though? So instead of doing a frame perfect, I just jump on that one. That's so much easier than... Okay. Let's do that then. Like, why am I suddenly dying to things that I've never died to before? Oh, I don't understand. Yeah, I told you. 45% in future funk. Look at that. That's pretty good. I'm gonna get back to Bloodbath. Like, that's really good. 45%. That's 2 minutes of gameplay, too. I'm gonna play from 0 for a while. Then I'll go back to 53 and try. Then, I don't know what after that. I'll either play from 0 again, or do more start practice. Okay, I thought that was gonna be the person with again attempt of the death. Slash of the week. Get him. Time is moving so much slower. To beat this level faster because I hate playing this level, and if I don't stream as much, that'll just drag it out. So that is why I plan on streaming tomorrow and Friday. Days in a row. I don't know after that, but I'm gonna do it 3 times in a row if something doesn't change. So I will be doing it 3 times in a row. So I definitely got worse, because, like, you can see it. If I can't get to Michigan once in 50 attempts, that's saying something. I originally wanted a new hardest after Bloodbath, but only got like 50 spots. Like, Photos, Blade of Justice, a sandwiches, or anything like that. Now I don't know. Now I feel like playing Cataclysm or Aku just to, like, secure my skill in, like, the 700s. Or I could go for a level that's, like, a couple spots below Bloodbath. I'm not talking about Eon, but, like, there's definitely something. After beating this, I originally wanted to spin a wheel, but since this is such a big jump, we can't spin the wheel right after. Because then there's a chance for me to get another big jump. Like, even doing, like, Astral Divinity or something is really risky, or Black Lizard. that's very risky. It needs to be in the 600s. Finally. Okay. Okay. I changed my mind about that. I changed my mind about me saying finally. I think that cut off. So, like, I'm playing this is really fun. I can't click like that in shift game mode. I'm clicking. I'm just like clicking silently. It's hard to play levels like this though. Okay, whatever. Now it's time to play this. I'm actually so bad at this level, so let's do go at like 20%. That's good. Because that means I'll actually get to half go sometimes. I never get to go. And I haven't gotten to best in like a month. Actually, let me double check that. Okay. Yeah, I got 42% a month ago. Try silent clicking with Bloodbath. Okay. Okay. I cannot get to the straight fly at 3% using silent clicks. Okay. Anyways, yep. Just let me get past Michigan once, just to show that my consistency's still there. Okay, so clearly what I need to practice is that ship part, not this part, not the straight fly. I'm just bad at the level, so that doesn't have to do with it. Yeah, I'm just bad at it a little bit. Let's, you know. Okay, let's do 0.5x, run on Bloodbath. Okay. I'm actually curious. Okay. Of course. Okay, I can't even... No, I'm not doing that. I will try it on some quite though. And I can't even make it to my best on the level in half the speed. What about this? I definitely... Normally the first two wave clicks are frame perfects, I think. Technically, physical jump from Bloodbath, but there's like so many frame perfects. And Bloodbath is gonna make me ship carried. So this would be like an extremely long journey. It has 24 frame perfects, I believe. All of which are wave besides one UFO frame perfect, which is the difficulty of Michigan's. So I don't think I can survive this level. It's lower down because it's like 55 seconds long. But like, if it was this exact difficulty gameplay, but 1 minute and 30 seconds, it'd be way harder. So, now we're gonna play this. Last attempt. So no, I want to get to the lead one more time. The first video, not like the other one. It's not that difficult. There. That ball part is simply just spamming. Now I can play Bloodbath, and now it's gonna seem really fast, so it's gonna be hard for me. Well, looks like I haven't been playing 0.5 long enough. But seriously, if I can do that good on Future Funk that fast, like it's Bloodbath. Bloodbath gave me a skill boost. It's the Bloodbath skill boost. I don't really feel like playing this level though. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. Okay. And I'm gonna make this stream longer than 2 hours. No specific time. Usually my default time is like 2 hour to 2 hour and 50-minute range, since I track it like once an hour. So if it's at like 2 hours and 45 minutes, I just stop. Or 2:30. Sometimes if I see it at 1 minute and 55, I'll just like, or 1 hour and 55 minutes. I'll just realize that I'm only doing it for a little bit longer. But technically I'm only halfway through. I want to stream for 2 to 3 hours. Again. Yep. Stupid death again. I'm not surprised. Listen, I've gotten to Michigan literally like 80 times. I've gotten to Michigan 80 times and passed it 4 times. Now, 4 out of 80 is equal to 5%. Wait, why did I just do that in my head? That was actually really easy, now that I think about it. But when I get to Michigan, I get past it 5% of the time. And I get to Michigan, like, never, so... I don't know. Ugh. It's actually so boring. This is fun. Easy that is. I died there. I'm gonna show you where I. Well, no, I'm gonna show nobody. But actually, like, probably like one or two people. But this is where I died from 53. So that's where I died. Right there. I think that's where I died. But 53. Let's see. First attempt at doing 53. See why this is much more fun than playing from zero? It's consistent, so I do good every time. Like, that's okay. Now I'm just gonna do it again. Like, it's fun. It's so much different than playing from zero. And what I'm doing right now is insane demon gameplay. Then at the drop at 68, it's extreme demon again. I would say 53 to 68 is all insane demon. Then 68 to 100, that's all extreme. I've gotten 68 to 100. Like, that's not good, so it doesn't really matter. 68 to 100 is the best run I've gotten that's gone to 100. Getting this level in 3 runs would be useful, and getting it in 3 runs would be getting 53 to 100. And then the other run would be 40 to 85. And the title will be a lot shorter. Once I get 53 to 100, that would be nice. Then when I go to start pause, I'll just normally go to 40 to attempt getting it in 2 runs. why does... I already do have Bloodbath in 3 runs. 42%, 40 to 85, and I can get 85 to 100. So yeah, I have Bloodbath in 3 runs. In my opinion, this is the easiest part of the level. 53. '53 to Etzer, which is 68. Wait, no, because it's auto at 66. Okay, so, like, for about 10% of the level, that's, like, the easiest part. Like, the drop at 68 is considered one of the hardest parts of the level. Just behind Michigan. I'm switching to playing from 40. $40 to $85 times 2, maybe? I might play from 0 again. D3? $70. Well, I don't know what to do now. Honestly, 40 to 85 is way harder than doing 53 to 100. So I am thankful, but like 53 to 100 sounds better because it ends with 100. Now I'm playing from 35, not 40, so. Yeah, okay, that's expected. It's already day 13. Plants. And it's been a month. Like a month and a couple days, so. That's saying on average I stream like once every 2 days. I think I was doing it every day when I was getting a new vest every stream, because that was fun. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, like I said. To 85 would be great. At that point, I wouldn't care about 53 to 100. Because 85 is like the default percentage to die at the end. After that, it's 95. I don't get why I died to 96. That was kind of weird. I love the consistency with this thing. $31. This is still Michigan's part, but like, it's like the end of it. really don't want to do this. Play from zero. I think I'm good with 40 to 85 for today. I will not be going on the start pause copy. Attempt 1. No, that was attempt 3. 40 to 85 is like the run of the day, though, so. $40 to 85 includes a lot of hard parts. So, like, I'm glad, but, like, I need something from zero. So I think this stream and next stream need to be more focused on playing from zero. Or if we are doing start pause, practice Michigan's part or something. Not 40, 50. Because I'm clearly pretty good at that. If I get past Michigan once and get to Elysium, Michigan ends, like, oh, it ends at 35. So, actually, if I can just get to 30, if I get to 30, I'm guaranteed to get to, like, 40, if not new best. Because Michigan's part eases out in the second half. After questionable frame perfect UFO, then it eases out, and it's pretty easy. Then Elysium's part was pretty hard. Rack's part was just as hard as Michigan. Then we're at 53, which 53 to 66, 13% of the level. Easiest part. Then it gets really hard at 68. And then it's pretty hard for the rest of the level. But it does take a little break. The next hard thing, like 75 to 85 isn't that hard. Wait, no. Or like 80 to 85, so that's not really a lot. Okay, so 5% is that much, so like, that's still a lot. Even when I beat Bloodbath, I'm still not gonna be good at the first parts. I can just tell. Like, I'm still gonna die to, like, these weird percentages a lot of the time. I think that attempt 36 is the attempt. Like, that's... I'm gonna get past Michigan on attempt 36. Never mind. I am bad at the level, as usual. How long have I actually been playing from zero? Because I've been streaming for 2 hours. How much time out of these 2 hours was spent playing from zero? I would say 30 minutes. Which isn't really that good. Next stream, I'm hoping for it to be like an hour, playing from zero. Or an hour and 15 minutes total playing from zero. Or I could do like, I might do something where like I play from zero for 30 minutes, and then I do something else for 30 minutes, and then I play from... Like, that's not a bad idea. So I'll be playing from zero for like an hour. Like 40 to 85, in my opinion, is as good as getting 42%. Yeah, 40 to 85 is as good as 42%. They're around the same percent. They both have the two... Well, 42% is Michigan, but 40 to 85 has crack, which is as hard as Michigan, so... I don't know how I can do this. Like, it's just boring. I don't know what else to say. 6,600. Actually, I'm gonna wait to show the total attempts. I'm not even gonna look at the total attempts till later. Here are all my deaths. Wait, what? I got 42% twice. When was that? Wait, I have 42 times 2? I actually don't remember getting them. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the title. I got 41, I got 39, 36, 33, 32 4 times, 31 5 times, 30 17 times, Michigan 29, well, Michigan's 30 and 31 and 32. Michigan ends right here. 33 Michigan, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Now we're not in Michigan. 22 times 36, 31 times 14, down to 19%, 42 times. I've died to 15%, 57 times. I've died to 11%, 182 times. I've died to 8, 195. 7% is 407. 455 on 6%. 5% is 428, okay. 4%. 482. 150. Okay. I have died to 2% on Bloodbath 1,100 times. I have 2 hours of playtime from 0. From 0, I have 2 hours of playtime. That just does not feel right. It feels so much longer. And if we look here, I haven't done this. Let's see. I do not have 2 hours on this and 2 hours on Bloodbath. That is completely false. Paused time to 8 seconds. Dead time 15. Well, that's what I'm talking about. My dead time. Okay, I've been playing from start pause for 12 hours. That's actually true. Oh, is that talking about playing from zero? Bloodbath Star Pause. So I've been playing for 12 hours in this level. Let's see. I've gotten 14 to this. I've got, okay, my best run of each percent. My best run from 4% is 11. My best run from 6% is 26. My best run from 9% is 28. My best run from 12% is 30. Best from 14 is 33. 14, 33. My best is 25 to 35. I've gotten this 200 times. 25, 204 times. Divided 35, 159. 40 to 84. That's getting rounded. 40 to 85. 45 to 46. I've died 205 times. 45 to 47, 334 times. 53 to 54, 600. I've gotten 53 to 96. Needs to be there. 53 to 95. 53 to 92 times 2. This is actually so bad. 61, 227. See, my best run's 68 to 100. My best run that goes to 100 is that one. I've gotten 71 to 100. I've gotten 76 to 100. I've gotten 79 to 97. 81 to 96. 84 to 100 times 9. Why did I do that? Oh, it's the sugar. I know why I would. I understand why I would do the sugar. 200. Makes sense. 87 to 100. Is that also the sugar? No, it's the asymmetrical dual. 90 to 100. No, this is the asymmetrical dual. 93, 96. Well, I'm just gonna go one, start pause back every single time, and see what happens. There. There. I can't even do 87 to. Oh, wait, so 87 is the asymmetrical dual. I can't do that to 100. There. Why every time I say I can't do it, I do it? Like, why? And this time I get it for sure. Why didn't I get it first try when I was doing the other thing? First try doesn't count because it wasn't tapping, so technically second try, but that's first try. Okay, this is my first try, technically. Okay, second try. Okay, we're gonna skip that. The reason why I have so many start positions on this is because I was jumping from poltergeist, and I did not know how to do any of the parts, so I had to place so many of them. I'm not gonna do that thing anymore, because it's boring. very inconsistent. I'm gonna play Longest Adventures. Why do you keep dying to the fishing one? The fishing one's easy. Let's play Future Fun. I'm gonna do one Bloodbath attempt, then... I wanna do something different. Okay, 8%. So what now? Honestly, I kinda wanna watch like a video or something. I'm just looking. Honestly, I might do this. It seems interesting. Okay, in a second, I'm gonna... Look at there. Okay, let's just watch a video, because I don't have anything else to do. The day Geometry Dash
created 3 levels that were meant to define the future of Geometry Dash. What he didn't know is that one by one his creations would fall until, at the peak of his popularity, the fate of Geometry Dash as a whole would be determined by one single level. It was finally finished. A top player known as Riot would complete the hardest level in Geometry Dash history, Bloodbath.
Oh my god!
A level where you had to precisely click to jump over obstacles, flip gravity, and fly through extremely tight gaps where if your icon touches a single spike, it could end your run. Every time you die, you have to start back at the beginning of a level. These are not even the most complicated segments of the level. It gets way worse.
Damn.
The amount of time, dedication, and skill needed to complete a level harder than anything made before is almost incomprehensible. 2 weeks after Bloodbath was uploaded on the Geometry Dash servers for anyone to play, RobTop decided to release the long-awaited Update 2.0, the largest update the game had ever seen. While GD was receiving more new players and media coverage than ever, most veterans of the game were not able to adapt well at all to the new features.
But yeah, 2.0 was just a really strange time for the game, in my opinion. It was really weird. Levels were not that great. Decoration was pretty strange.
To discover why 2.0 was so jarring compared to other updates, we have to travel back in time. The story I'm about to tell you is of one Geometry Dash player who in his time created 3 levels that were meant to define the future of Geometry Dash. What he didn't know is that one by one his creations would fall until, at the peak of his popularity, the fate of Geometry Dash as a whole would be determined by one single level. It was finally finished. A top player known as Riot would complete the hardest level in Geometry Dash history, Bloodbath.
Oh my god!
A level where you had to precisely click to jump over obstacles, flip gravity, and fly through extremely tight gaps where if your icon touches a single spike, it could end your run. Every time you die, you have to start back at the beginning of a level. These are not even the most complicated segments of the level. It gets way worse.
Damn.
The amount of time, dedication, and skill needed to complete a level harder than anything made before is almost incomprehensible. 2 weeks after Bloodbath was uploaded on the Geometry Dash servers for anyone to play, RobTop decided to release the long-awaited Update 2.0, the largest update the game had ever seen. While GD was receiving more new players and media coverage than ever, most veterans of the game were not able to adapt well at all to the new features.
Bloodbath is an XL. It's long.
But yeah, 2.0 was just a really strange time for the game, in my opinion. It was really weird. Levels were not that great. Decoration was pretty strange.
To discover why 2.0 was so jarring compared to other updates, we have to travel back in time. Back in 2013 when Geometry Dash started, there was a single button that made it unlike any other game made before. A create button which would lead you to a level editor. In the early era of the game, the level editor would be quite accessible. Most building styles were nice and simple. From 1.1 to 1.9, RobTop was
your level could just get like rated automatically. It didn't really matter what you make. Like, it doesn't matter what you make. You could make the worst level ever before and you just rate it. Now getting a rated level is like 0.001%. RobTop seriously needs to make it so like other people can rate levels too, like moderators.
was very consistent with updating the game. While there was definitely gradual change and some updates were more ambitious than others, the community never felt overwhelmed. Everything changed when 2.0 was released. The possibilities of the new editor felt intimidatingly endless. Limits of the past, like the inability to move objects and the 4-color limit, would be lifted. Many well-established creators were quitting the game, leaving a void that new styles would have to fill. An example of a creator suffering because of the new update was Mannix648. This was what Mannix's levels looked like in 1.9. Quite simple, quite likable. Although in 2.0 his style became an absolute mess. Some creators had better adaptations than Mannix. LaserBlitz was pioneering a new technology-based style which thousands would enjoy. Mannix would start imitating and making changes to this new tech style. After a while, the two creators became friends and began to regularly collaborate on making the same level. There was no one creating levels quite like they were. The modern Geometry Dash editor was somewhat inaccessible, so when someone was able to figure it out, it could lead to something amazing. Mannix would release Fusion. This level was jam-packed with interesting gameplay, never before seen effects, and an amazing boss fight. In an era where most boss fights were just some dumb monster that could shoot lasers, Mannix making this weird technological masterpiece was insane. Mannix would start to be known as one of the greatest Geometry Dash creators of all time. He seemed to be heading straight towards success. Yes! Until suddenly, he would encounter an unexpected detour which would change the fate of Geometry Dash forever.
It's over! Get wrecked, Serve! Get frickin' Serve!
Out of the millions to download Bloodbath, Quasar was somehow the first to beat it. That Serve guy he was talking about was considered to be the best at the time. This is what happened to him. Yeah, Geometry Dash rivalries are intense. After seeing this, Mannix began to think about how far Geometry Dash could be pushed decoration-wise and gameplay-wise. Fueled by ambition, Mannix would begin working on a level, and on March 28, 2016, he would release a video titled, "Are You Ready to Return?" This was Bloodlust, an expectation-shattering recreation of a revolutionary level. Every level needs a verifier. It's pretty much the game's way of saying, you made a level, now you have to prove that it's humanly possible. If you do that, you get to upload the level to the servers for anyone to play. During this time, there were several level projects aiming to rebirth the levels of the past with new features and often far harder gameplay. Compared to Bloodbath, Bloodlust was more difficult. Rather than relying primarily on Straightfly, there was more variety with the game modes. There were a ton of decorators and the general dark atmosphere.
I'm glad that there's more variety in the game modes in Bloodlust. Bloodbath is so ship carried, it's like annoying. And now, after beating it, I'm probably gonna be ship carried.
Of the level made it harder to sight read than Bloodbath. Mannix was going to top a top 1 level.
Yeah, the decoration in Bloodlust is a little over the top, and like there's so much, it's just a little bad, but I still like it, it's still good.
Bloodbath itself was 1 minute and 50 seconds long. In Bloodlust, you
So it's not an XL.
think the level would end right here, just like Bloodbath. Although if you go the normal way, you'll die. You have to jump up here and then this monster appears, forcing you to play through 50 seconds more of this hell. Along with all of this, Mannix would add an incredibly difficult ship part at the start. Although Mannix's creations were getting more and more impressive, Quasar was beginning to slow down on Bloodlust progress updates. Theories started to spread that Quasar wasn't capable of verifying Bloodlust and that it would be handed off to someone else. Those rumors are false. I don't know where you heard that. Bloodlust is my challenge, and I have no thoughts of giving up. It wouldn't take very long for Quasar's spirit and determination to be broken by this level. I sometimes twist my fingers whenever I try to play. I can't go 10 minutes on an extreme demon without the pain coming back. I want to apologize to all that I let down, especially Mannix. Mannix was having a hard time finding someone who even wanted to play Bloodlust. This was until the 10th Bloodbath victor, a player by the name of Nobbleboy, told Mannix that he was capable of getting the job done.
Smells like fresh produce. Delivered daily.
It's an Aldi
The
thing.
stats view.
Nobbleboy was a controversial decision because many people thought he wouldn't be good enough. When contending with other top players of the time to see who could beat a level first, you'd be hard pressed to find a level where Nobbleboy was even one of the first 3 victors. Nobbleboy's rivals were already beating new top 1s. Bloodbath would finally be replaced by Trusta's Sakup in Hell. Sakup in Hell would be replaced by Athanatos. Athanatos would be replaced by Sunix's Sonic Wave, which would then be replaced by Trusta's Yatagarasu. When the first 2 verifiers failed and Trusta was selected to be the 3rd verifier of Yatagarasu, he determined the level would be too hard for him to do normally. So so, he would make it significantly easier than it was originally intended. Therefore, after a week of debate, it was decided that Yatagarasu was easier than Sonic Wave. Naboboy's community was widely against the concept of him making Bloodlust easier. They didn't want Bloodlust to be another Yatagarasu, so through the months, Naboboy kept putting thousands of attempts into Bloodlust, eventually passing the entire Bloodbath-inspired segment and making it to the extension. During practice runs, Naboboy had proven that he was capable of beating the entire extension of Bloodlust. If he could somehow combine those two runs into one amazing attempt, then maybe, just maybe, Bloodlust could be a new top 1. Eventually, Naboboy got a new high score of 76%. After over 100,000 attempts, Naboboy was finally ready to finish off what he started, and 3 days later, Geometry Dash history would be changed forever. I can't imagine Bloodlust was fun at all for Naboboy after that. Bloodlust had transitioned from a skill-based challenge to a mentality-based challenge, and Naboboy was folding under the pressure. Progress on Bloodlust would remain static for months. Around this time, there was another unverified top 1 Extreme Demon from Mannix that was about to turn 1 years old. Let's go back to June of 2016. Many people were eagerly awaiting for more news on Mannix's future projects, and they wouldn't have to wait long for previews to a new top 1 Extreme Demon. Mannix would showcase several parts on YouTube. Soon enough, an unfinished copy of the level would be uploaded onto the servers before quickly being deleted. Cyclic was one of the few people to snag a copy. He was a player who had been considered the best of the best in the past, being the first player to ever slay an Extreme Demon. And yet, this level was destroying him. It took him over 1,400 attempts to just beat the level in practice mode. He couldn't even go 1% without dying a ton of times. The comments say it all.
I know Mannix said Bloodlust would be.
Yeah, but if Yatagarasu was top 1 at this time, this is Blade of Justice, which is like 10 times easier. I don't get it. Is it unnerfed?
Horror, but honestly I don't believe him. Look at this level. This is absolute insanity.
First time I've seen Cyclic struggling like this.
This level was Blade of Justice, a collaboration by Mannix and LaserBlitz that was far too difficult for anyone to get progress on. The Blade of Justice was about to go on a rampage. Quantum almost instantly quit. Dual Kiki, despite beating Bloodbath 5 times for fun, did not have the skill to get even close to finishing Blade of Justice once. Trusta, despite making Blade of Justice easier, would be slain by the dual blade.
I chose to pass it to Sonix, so go support him as much as you can, he is definitely going to need it.
Although, there were many issues with Blade of Justice itself. It was unparalleled in its scale, difficulty, and precise decoration. This massive amount of objects made Sunix's computer lag. Sonix theorized that while he could beat parts of the level, a full run of Blade of Justice would be impossible for him to do. After Sonix was slain, Combined would be picked up as the 5th verifier. And after 2 months of no progress, Combined would be the 5th player to be slain by the blade. Rico LP was playing on Trusta's nerfed copy, and now he found himself as the 6th verifier. After Rico LP got a high score, he would take a break, leaving Blade of Justice to die. What I find funny about Geometry Dash is, the more I enjoy a level, the less of a reaction I have when I beat it. Here's Mannix verifying some of his easier levels.
Yeah, that's actually...
A toxic mixture of gameplay and decoration generally makes Mannix levels unenjoyable to play. When Blade of Justice's sneak peek became 1 year old, Mannix told Rico LP to make the level easier and upload it by any means necessary.
Yeah, so
soon enough, after over 34,000 attempts.
Oh my god.
The level would be completed by top player Wushi999 a mere 2 hours after being uploaded to the servers.
Beat it. Are you kidding me?
Blade of Justice's release was incredibly disappointing. This level was being hyped up as #1 for nearly a year, and what we got was a level that didn't even land in the top 20. Even Bloodbath was still in the top 15. You might be wondering what all of this has to do with the death of Geometry Dash. Well, GD is a very unique game. Most other games rely on updates to keep their community alive. Now, updates definitely help, but but as they got less and less frequent, the GD community adapted to rely on itself. The popularity of GD is primarily based on what community projects people want to see. Sure, GD has millions of levels, but the number of levels that people actually care about is far less. Every time a project fails, the consequences can be dire.
I'm gonna like by whoever it's by. MattMart. Okay. That's good.
In late 2017, the GD community was starting to die. RobTop's transparency was at an all-time low, and the new update seemed far away. These would be the unfortunate circumstances that would eventually make everything rely on one single player.
Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Harbor Freight.
Flip that.
Oh boy, like verify like so many levels.
Nobbleeboy is an incredibly rare type of player. He's both a good player and a great creator. Levels like Crystal Field, Dark Rainbow Rebirth, and The Furious had this distinct rainbow style which was extremely appealing. Above all of these was Astral Divinity, a level unlike anything the community had ever seen before. It was unheard of for someone this good at creating to be capable of verifying a top 1 level. While Nobbleeboy created the End Sword and Blade of Justice, he was about to find himself in the center of another Mannix level, this time creating an entire part for Fusion Z, a level which was the long-awaited end to Mannix's Fusion trilogy. This level was more than 3 minutes long. Players had never seen segments of gameplay or decoration this detailed, although there were cracks forming in the foundation. Fusion Z would remain stagnant as Serve, She Flurry, and Diamond Splash all failed to get real progress. A few months after Blade of Justice's verification, Mannix was getting tired of Geometry Dash. After arguably copying too many elements of other levels, the community would make fun of him. His status as a great creator was put in question. Suddenly, Mannix would pull the plug on his best looking level yet. Mannix was the host of Fusion Z and wanted the level to die. The issue is, Fusion Z was a collaboration. If you spent hours building a part in a level, you'd want that part to be shown to the entire world. You wouldn't want the host saying that suddenly the level shouldn't exist and that it doesn't matter. But at the same time, if you turned around and took the entire level without the host's permission, that'd be quite the interesting move. Despite distancing himself from Bloodlust, Nobbleeboy had a vested interest in keeping Fusion Z alive, seeing as he and some of his friends had built extremely detailed segments in the level. Major controversy brewed throughout the Geometry Dash community. Many creators who sided with Mannix decided to prevent Nobbleeboy from using their parts. This rebellion of creators would lead to the slow death and fragmentation of Fusion Z, a level which would never be uploaded. So here we are, in 2018. Mannix's 3 top 1 extreme demons that were meant to define the future all seem to become relics of the past. January 2018 was not a good month for Geometry Dash. While the community had a new preview of the update here and there, it felt like 2.2 should have been out by now. 2.1's release wasn't as much of a popularity peak as 2.0, and the game couldn't keep having these yearly updates. It felt like the Geometry Dash community as a whole was about to enter the dark age. I remember being a player back then, kinda bored, nothing to watch, nothing to do. Nobbleeboy held the keys to the most hyped up level in Geometry Dash history. It felt like a verification of Bloodlust could prolong the Dark Age just a little bit longer. After nearly 2 years, everyone was tired of waiting. Mannix had unintentionally leaked some copies of Bloodlust to other top players, so it was probably inevitable that Bloodlust was about to be stolen. A top player called Redacted started practicing Bloodlust, progressing at a far faster rate than anyone expected. What Redacted did in 8,000 attempts took Nobbleeboy over 55,000. Over time, many people began to question whether or not Bloodlust could still stand to the top 1 demon, which was now Smokes' Plasma Pulse finale. Both levels were very difficult in different ways. It was almost impossible to compare the two. Redacted would continue his stand against Nobbleeboy. The two players were surrounded in controversy. Redacted blamed Nobbleeboy for not being able to finish Bloodlust, and compared his
Well, if he got 97 and 98, why couldn't he just kept playing?
conquest of Bloodlust to Nobble's attempted takeover of Fusion Z. Even if many people had disapproved with what Redacted was doing, it had been 2 years since the first Bloodlust preview. Not a lot of people are going to go out of their way to defend something like that. Eventually, Nobbleboy and Redacted would strike a deal. If Redacted would briefly stop practicing Bloodlust, then Nobbleboy would have to return to verify this monstrous creation. After over 1,000 hours of playtime, Nobbleboy would once again find himself in the last 10% of the level. The fate of Geometry Dash as a whole all relied on a few difficult clicks. All of the failures and struggles were worth it. Bloodlust would place number 1. Now, despite all of these events, the Geometry Dash community would still enter a dark age. However, even if we couldn't rely on RobTop to give us new content, we could rely on each other. Bloodlust stayed on top of the demon list for over a year and gave the community something to look to for inspiration.
Yeah, but if you verified it even earlier, it could have been like 1.5 years, right?
Mannix would finally release an official version of Fusion Z, a level entirely made in the 1.9 editor. During this time, Nobbleboy released Astral Divinity and Molten Gear, a level which not only revived parts of Fusion Z but contained new parts which looked amazing. There was also a rebirth known as Edge of Destiny which would start production. This level perfectly captures the spirit and atmosphere of the unearthed Blade of Justice. Nowadays, Nobbleboy, Mannix, and Laserblitz don't play GD as much, but they still pop in from time to time to see how the community is doing. 2.2 still isn't out, and GD players have used the same toolset for over 5 years. But none of that matters. Every year the community gets more and more impressive.
It was made 2.2, wasn't it? 3 years ago it was made. Okay. That's pretty... Okay.
Passion that millions of people have for this one simple mobile game never ceases to amaze me. This game isn't just a platformer with a level editor. It's a creative outlet, a way to triumph over seemingly impossible circumstances, and a world where thousands of unique and interesting adventures are being started every day. There's never been a better time to play Geometry Dash, so why not join now and start your unforgettable journey today?
Space Lock 2.
Thinking Space 2. Okay. Interesting. Anyways, I'm either gonna end now or watch another video. Nswish talks about her reaction. Nswish is a her. Why did I not know this earlier?
I interviewed Nswish and found out the story behind her reaction to the Golden. Make sure to stay tuned and subscribe.
I verified the Golden. Let's go.
Let's talk about earlier. How did you become the verifier of the Golden?
How did I become the verifier of the Golden? Well,
when Nswish beat the Golden, she did not sound like that. Is that actually... It's by VernosisTwo now, so I'm gonna change that. And it's gonna smaller. Okay, that's good.
Well, I don't remember the specifics behind it, but I do know that the level caught my attention because of its decoration. I thought the decoration was beautiful, and I was
yeah, I like the Golden too.
Like, if I could get my hands on this, that would mean like the world to me. And then I don't know. I must have asked Bo who made it, and I think they were verifying it before they gave it to me. But
oh wow,
I don't know. Maybe they dropped it or something, and then I asked if I could pick it up, and they said sure. But yeah, I don't know. I think I just asked, and they said yeah.
That's awesome. Did you hear about what happened to Bo, by the way?
Let me see.
No, wait. What happened?
It might not be true because his friends did say it was fake, but apparently he posted on his account and said that he passed away. But everyone, like, there's been so many things of him saying it was a joke and they're lying. So it's literally no one knows. But it's been a report that he might be not with us anymore. But it's such a oddball situation. So I don't know, but that sucks.
Yeah, I mean that would really suck if that were the case. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't want anyone to just die like that, of course. But I don't know. Bo was always kind of an interesting, mysterious figure to me. I never really understood anything about him. He made a lot of odd community posts in the past. It's the kind of person you just can't wrap your head around. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a stupid joke, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it was real too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, never mind.
I sure hope it isn't though.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, we haven't heard anything else from him, so I don't know. Hoping and pray is okay, but I think it became after. I could be very wrong, but if you
I didn't know that. And switched. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
ever seen VSC in one of the top of the level, there's it's a bunch of slurs up there, and I'm pretty sure people got mad about that, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened after. I could be very wrong. If you guys listen to this right now, correct me, but it could just be a cop out to get out, but I don't want to accuse anyone of anything because who knows really, but praise go out to Bo. Hope he's okay if he is here. But okay, but back onto the golden. So how do you feel about your reaction becoming a meme?
Honestly, I think it is one of the greatest memes to come out of Geometry Dash, and I am so proud to say that was from me. I verified the golden let's go, I did that, I said that. It's really funny whenever I just see people text that just completely out of context, and I'm like, yo.